Good morning, you guys. I hope you're doing well. So I'm wanting to ramble off just a little more garden thoughts. Basically, I shared some last videos talking about the competition and how much it's destroying the world. I guess all of our trying to take and get and extract. And what I want to share is that to me it is a duality. And so it isn't that it's this awful evil thing. So I see competition all around me, like in the garden. You know, competition is all over the place. The vines climbing on the bushes, and the rabbits and chickens trying to eat all the grass. And there's just competition is such a important part of nature. And so even though I'm trying to encourage us to move away from it, it's more that I see it as sort of like out of balance, as we're trying to shift more towards balance. Not that it is something to be, again, controlled, to be vilified, removed, extracted from our culture, but actually that it's this great duality. See, cooperation, when you have all these living organisms, is going to create a mass of life which is going to drive towards competition. So when you have a lot of living things in a finite space, this bee is ruining my video. When you have a lot of things all living together, it drives the situation towards competition. And so basically the pattern of the universe is that there needs to be in balance with each other. And so I think that the sort of the cultural stuff is that we're in a culture that's out of balance because we've disconnected. You know, the farming, the industrial extraction is disconnected from the whole, you know, disconnected from the feedback it needs to be receiving, and that's why it's driving the system out of balance. The bee is coming back again. So don't see competition as a bad thing. If you feel yourself, you know, I'm a fairly competitive person, and I've been struggling sometimes to find that balance of, you know, competition and you know, cooperation. And for sure, when I'm teaching the kids, like when I share that story about grandmother oak tree, and I know those kids are going to be competing. I always, you know, let them know right off the bat, like, don't worry guys, you know, we're not always going to have this perfect relationship of giving and sharing. And that when I see them, you know, with this competition, like they're always fighting. They really are. They're fighting over my attention. They're fighting over the good things the garden has to share, those kind of things. When I see it, I understand its source, and I see why it's out of balance, and I can love them more for it and help teach them to say, hey, competition is natural. Competition is good. You know, competition is what drove our evolution and our success and all these things. Competition is a very, very good thing. However, competition will always damage the relationship. Essentially, that competition cannot exist at the same time as cooperation. So we can't do both. They are the duality, where it's one and then the other. It's not, you know, I'm going to win this race by letting you go first. You know, that's just not how it works. So anyway, I have other stories to share on competition, and this is kind of the prelude to that maybe. But I wanted to share and clarify and just kind of help us to see that paradigm, so that we can not feel that it's okay, you know, go from fighting this and fighting that to like now we have to fight and resist competition. But I don't think that's the case. I think we can just see it and try and understand that the goal is balance. The goal for the enlightened, you know, ease, the life of ease, is one of balance. And so hopefully this ramble helps you to see that and move towards that in your life. All right, you guys, take care.